Hello and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad Hazim bin Zailani and I am from DLM6B. Okay, so for today I would like to present my part in this slide presentation, which is the company background and the tax involved. Okay, first of all, the company that we choose for this assignment is the Kompas Shipping Agency Sdn Bhd. This is a third-party logistic provider that have in Malaysia. This company also handle the outsource procurement, handling the transportation, and prepare the documentation for their customer. Okay, this company established in 1997 by Mr. Thomas Chan, who is the first owner for this company. They operate at Johor Port in Pasir Gudang for almost 7 years before they moved to the Taman Rinteng Masai in 2004. This company has already been in this logistic industry for almost 23 years old. The regular customer is Honda company. Example like the Honda company hire the Kompas Shipping Agency to prepare their to prepare and handle their documentation, clearance custom, transportation, and so on. Okay, next. Okay, we go to the custom code product and tax. And tax. Okay. Harmonized Commodity Description and Coding System, also known as the Harmonized System, HS of Tariff Code. Okay, this is an international standardized name and the number to classify the traded products, and it's developed and maintained by the World Customs Organization WCO. For the Kompas Shipping Agency, they refer the JKDM HS Explorer to know the code and the charge tax for the importer, such as in Honda company, they produce spare part and the instrument panel. So, based on the JKDM HS Explorer, the tariff code for PDK 2017 and PDK 2017 R3, the tariff code for the import for spare part is 8708 8708 for a header, 10 subs in the description of part and accessories of motor vehicle. While for the instrument panel, the tariff code is 9104 for header, 00 sub in description of instrument panel for the vehicle. In this part, they have no import and export duty. This is because they have the FTA agreement, which is the free trade agreement between two countries that agree to eliminate the import duties. Example like the Honda company, they require no tax to import the goods to the Thailand and Indonesia because they have the FTA. Okay, but they have the SST tax for the both item. Like for the example, the spare part, the SST tax is about 10%, while for the instrument panel, the the tax is 5% for the SST tax. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Natasha binti Ahmad Nazmi. I am from DLM6B. Today I would like to present about import process. In an import process, the carrier will provide bill of lading to make evidence for a selling process. In the bill of lading, it will fill the quantity, the types, and the destination of the goods being carried. Bill of lading also can be a shipment receipt when the carrier delivers the goods to the destination. After that, the seller will give the documentation to the buyer, and the buyer will hand over the documentation to agent for custom clearance and pay duty. The documentation will be handed over to the agent is a bill of lading, certificate of origin, packing list, and other related documents. The information will be required for a customs clearance is the origin and the destination of import or export, the number of package, gross and net weight, volume and description of the goods, the name and the country of the means of the transportation, and the payable tax for import process. For a certain good, they need specifically requirements to be fulfilled, such as pharmaceutical goods. Pharmaceutical goods needs apply the license from Drugs Control Authority to allow their products to market in the other country. For a customs clearance, the content in the document need to be reliable and same. For example, the documentation of K1 and the documentation bill of lading need to be synchronized and reliable. If the both documents are not reliable and synchronized, the process of clearance need to be delayed. For example, the types of the goods in the K1 and in the bill of lading are not same, so the customs cannot do the clearance. They need to fix the document, and then the customs can allow the goods to import in the other country. After the process of customs clearance, the agent will notify the buyer, and the buyer will instruct the haulage company to pick up the cargo at the port of discharge and ready for the shipment. Thank you. That's all from me.
As for export flow, first is buyer submit purchase order to seller. Okay, purchase order or PO is a commercial document and first official offer issued by a buyer to a seller. It is indicating type, quantity, and agreed price for any product or services. And it is to control purchasing of a product and services from external supplier. Okay, as just like Honda want to export their spare part and accessories to other countries, so the other country will submit purchase order to Honda what they want. Okay, second, seller check the stock. Okay, so they will check the stock and make booking with the carrier. Booking information is served as a receipt for the main shipment. So for Honda, they will check the booking number, equipment used such as size and number of pallet that it will spare part. Third, carrier provide booking information. Okay, so when the cargo is ready to export, the shipper will make an arrangement to ship the goods to the customer. It is according to their purchase order and letter of credit. So as for Honda, this will be done by Compass Shipping Agency. So next is seller instruct haulage to pick up empty container. So by issuing delivery order (DO) to pick up container from empty container yard. So means that each shipping line has its own yard to park their empty container. Okay, so next haulage pick up empty container from depot. So the booking information and or delivery order needed to pick up empty container, stating that the location of the empty container. Okay, so next, empty container will delivered to warehouse. So the shipper or custom broker will arrange the transport truck to move empty container from carrier yard to his factory for stuffing. The step period for shipper by carrier to return back a stuffed container, and the empty container will move to exporter's factory for factory port stuffing. So as for Honda, it will be delivered to Honda's factories for stuffing. Next, for seller instruct agent to prepare export clearance. So for this, seller will ask the forwarding agent to prepare export clearance. It is because the forwarding agent is responsible for transportation of goods between two destinations. So they will act as intermediary between the shipper and various transportation services. So as for Honda, there will be no export duties. So this is because they have free trade agreement. Next, agent provide declaration through EDI. EDI is electronic data interchange, and it is used by a company to send information to another company electronically. Okay, so next, approval by customs. Custom will make approval within it takes 15 to 20 minutes if the document doesn't have a problem. So for agent will notify the seller for custom approve. This agent will tell the seller that the clearance has been approved. Okay, so for Honda, the agent will tell Honda about the custom about the clearance that had been approved by customs. Okay, second last, seller seal container and instruct haulage to deliver container to port of loading. So seller seal the container and instruct haulage to deliver the container to the port of loading, and the seller will provide a shipping instruction to carrier. So the shipping instruction, it is a document that provide by the customer to a carrier. So for the last one, carrier provide BOL to seller. Okay, so carrier will provide bill of lading to seller as a shipment receipt, and when the carrier deliver the goods, it will arrange by Compass Shipping Agencies to Honda.
My name is Mohd bin Abdul. So I will present about the type of documentation, function of the documentation, and the sample of the documentation. So first, for the invoice. So invoice is using to record of the sale. So in invoice, it provide way to track the date that a good was sold, how much money was paid, and the outstanding debt. So in invoice also, it also can track which employee has make the sales and the item that they sell. So for the Honda, the seller will produce the invoice when the Honda buy the raw material. For example, when Honda buy a raw material at Thailand, so the company at the Thailand will produce the invoice. So at the invoice, it has the price for the goods. So next, for the bill of lading, it is the acknowledgement of the goods that has been loaded. In the bill of lading also, it contains the term of the contract of the carriage, and serve a document of title to the goods and subject to the NEMO that rule. So for the Honda, it is the important document for the declaration process, because in bill of lading it has all detail about the goods that want to import or export. So in the bill of lading, it contains the many type of detail, for example the consignee name, the consignor name, and the number of the container, the weight of the goods, and it also has the detail about all goods. So next, for the certificate of origin. So this is the important international trade that satisfy the goods wholly obtained, produced and manufactured or processed by the particular country. So in COO also, it has a declaration for the exporter. For the Honda, COO will produced by the agent for the Honda company. So next, for the packing list. So in packing list, it contain the detail of the package of the goods. So in the packing list also, it will attend the agency, government authorities, and the customer to know the content of the package. So the packing list also will help each other, which is the both party, to handle the package accordingly. So in Honda, the Honda company will give the packing list to the agent. So agent will use this packing list to write the detail and the lading for the shipment and the declaration custom process. Next, for the letter of the exemption. So limited exemption, the very start of the organization, the exempt under the statute. So these organizations exempt from the sales and the purchase, as long as those sales purchase are for their exempt function and activities. So next, for the letter of credit. So it is the bank guarantee that show the buyer will pay for the seller at the right time on the right amount. So when the buyer didn't unable to pay the payment, the bank will cover the buyer for the payment. So next, for the OGA. So all imports are subject to the import requirement of custom, but there are several products that face the additional regulation from other government agency. For example, MITI for the vehicle steel, the Zaidi is for the construction, and LKIM for the fish. So next, for the inward manifest. So it provides a detailing listing for the ship to enter the country. So in the inward manifest, it has the specification of the goods being shipped, the originator, the designated receiver, the origin and destination port. So this inward manifest will use to determine the duty tariff to be applied on incoming cargo. So lastly, for the K1 and K1, K2 and K3 document. So this document have a same detail but different function. So in the detail, it has a consignee name, and the insurance FOB. There are a lot of the detail in the this document. So in the insurance, when the company tell about the insurance, the agent must write the insurance at the insurance part. For the function, the K1 document is for the import, and the K2 is for the export. For the K3 document, it is the permit to transport at the within the Federation Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Fatin Izzanee binti Abdul Wahab. I'm from DLM6B. Today I want to present about OGA permit or other government agency permit. And my group choose car, so the OGA permit that we need to apply is under MITI or Ministry of Malaysia Government. And MITI is responsible for international trade, industry, productivity, investment, small and medium enterprise, develop finance institution, halal industry, automotive, steel, and lastly is strategic trade. And MITI objective is to legislate and implement the international trade that will ensure Malaysia rapid development towards achieving the national policy, economic policy and vision 2020. And the OGA permit that we need to apply under MITI is AP or approval permit that required for import car from another country into our country. And AP is an import or export license that issued by the PIA or permit issuing agency under Custom Act 1967. And AP objective is to protect the national interest, which they will control the import of imported car into our country, and simultaneously will prevent and reducing the local car dumps with misbehavior. And the AP is only for finished car, which is if we want to import the finished car to our country, we need to apply AP or approval permit under MITI. And it is only valid for 6 months. So for example, my company that we visit is Honda company. They use Compass company agency to handle of the document and the custom procedure, clearance, and the other things that related with the import and export activity. And Honda company don't need to apply the AP permit under MITI because they only import the spare part of the car instead of finished car. And because of that, they only need K1 to import the spare part and not the AP permit. So I hope this presentation will help you guys to understand it more about the OGA permit. And Sadoris and my fellow friends, you guys can check it out on our slide presentation, how we want to apply the permit under MITI through online system. And also you guys can check it out on their website. You guys only have to search MITI or Ministry of Malaysia Government at Google. So that's all from me. Thank you.